still gonna get paid.
Volunteers receiving a dose of synthesized
Please don't put
substrate
that needle in me.
B282.
No, stop. Wait.
Citywide curfew is now in effect. You are ordered to remain in your homes and off the streets. Failure to comply will result in prosecution.
It's the 8th consecutive year of Mayor Mustard. Will he be re-elected?
Mayhem in the city. Homeless are fighting against the government. People are fighting for their rights.
What the fuck?
There's another one! Go!
No babies.
I present to you the crew, the most incredible crackheads that you'll ever meet.
I have reduced the number of homeless people in the city to basically zero.
The mayor's fucking melting people.
They're exterminating everybody. You are finally ready, my China. It's time.
We don't want this party turning into a massacre.
Massacre sounds good to me.
Fucking good, come here!
Street Trash Man 2024, in parentheses, if you will. Welcome to the Todd Sampler. For without your head, that's Neil. I am Todd Quality Jaeger, or Santa Cool. And I am here with La Mia Barba Gloriosa. And of course, don't forget, Cheesecake Man. Cheesecake. Get your own. So, I am here today to discuss the film Street Trash, directed by Ryan Kruger of Fried Berry fame. And it is the sequel to Street Trash from 1987. Now, to recap, for the original Street Trash, a liquor store owner sells alcoholic beverages to homeless people, unaware of what the bottles actually contain: toxic brew.
I don't need this.
Are you tired of the same old routine?
My wife, my
Busting
business.
your hump and getting nowhere?
This just ain't my day.
The boss, is he always on your back?
Nice, the ass belongs in your chair, not in your lap, which is where you keep trying to put it. You bastard!
The wife, and the kids.
Is that right?
They never listen.
I hate to see him pissing his life away in them goddamn computers.
Do you ever feel like forgetting the whole thing?
Think I got it easy?
Well, now you can.
I'm talking about life!
Drop out and join the ranks of the few. The filthy. The trash.
I got my own place, a condominium.
Where else can you live for free? And eat for even less? Well, be forewarned. Freedom has its price. Yes, there's always a snake in the Garden of Eden.
What you got for me today?
Today, Tenafly Viper. $1.
Here's to you, pussy. Don't drink my Viper. Watch. your liquor, huh?
Street trash. It's easy to find us. We're all over the place. Street trash.
See? And now that you're aware, this new street trash is a group of homeless misfits must fight for survival when they discover a plot to discriminate. Fuck! A group of homeless misfits. Fuck! A group of homeless misfits. Fuck! A group of homeless misfits must fight for survival when they discover a plot to exterminate every homeless person in the city. And now it's time for Todd Quality Jaeger's Quality Fun Facts. Now, mind you, these are random fun facts that have nothing to do with my review of street trash, but it's something you need to know in life. For example, did you know that the 1984 album Fred Schneider and the Shake Society, when released later on CD, was different? 5 of these tracks were remixed and they sound very different. So, if you want to hear the original versions. But you're saying, Todd, what's with the spooky stuff? Oh, look at this. A Spookies t-shirt. Well, that's because Frank Farrell was a producer of Street Trash. And you might say, well, Todd, he was just a producer, so why all the Frank Farrell f-f-f-f-f-f-funkle? Well, it's because it's Frank Farrell. This image says it best. And why, here's my little tribute to Frank. Love you, Frank. Wow. Okay, back to Street Trash 2024. What's interesting is that it's a Screambox original with collaboration from Bloody Disgusting and Vinegar Syndrome and a bunch of others. But there you go. That makes for quite a package. You see me looking over here a bit when I'm saying things. It's because I got all these notes. And come on, cut me some slack here. You know, it's tough. I can't memorize all this. Yes, these two handsome gents. Neil Jones of Without Your Head and yours truly, Todd Quality Jaeger. Why, we were asked by Emily Black to be a part of her calendar series, You've Got Red on You. Neil was the calendar boy for November 2023, and I am the calendar boy for December 2024. Pretty cool, huh? Thanks, Emily Black. You're amazing. All right, so the cast. I'd say the central character is Ronald, played by Sean Cameron Michael, as well as Alex, played by Donna Corrick Thompson.
Massacre sounds good to me.
You also have several other characters, notable Chef, played by Joe Vaz. He's quite comical. And you have Gary Green from Fried Berry playing 2-Bit. He always is a commanding presence when he conquers the screen. And there are others, as I said, including an off-screen character named Awfully, which usually is a POV view, and there's a cool fight scene involving that. Now, Street Trash starts off with a bang, and it's in I'd want to say modern times, but an alternate modern times. There is a mention of New York in 1986, so this one takes place, of course, after that. And it introduces us to a society where corporations are monopolizing everything. Unemployment is at 90%. The middle class is rapidly shrinking. Sound familiar these days? And there are power outages all the time, and batteries are becoming a valuable commodity as the prices are going way, way up on those. Hey, everybody, merch time. Do you love the Todd Sampler? I know you do. Do you love Without Your Head Horror Podcast? Of course you do. Well, hey, get your hippie dick t-shirt and other things. It comes in a multitude of colors. I do heartily endorse the tie-dye. And also, you can get your very own Sirloin and Dr. Zuma's t-shirt from the motion picture Psycho 8 2. Cheesecake, man. Cheesecake. Both tees are designed by Neil. Get yours today. Of course, this Street Trash is a sequel to the 1987 film Street Trash. And as it takes place in sort of a modern alternate reality, a scientist type got samples from Viper in New York in 1986. He synthesized the compound to reproduce an aerosol Viper 283. It's dispensed by these floating tubular drones that go around the city. And of course, it's an evil plot by the mayor. And then, of course, the gooey stuff ensues. Now for the look and feel of this street trash, it has a slicker appearance to me, at least. Now that could be different things. Film stock and budget and just more modern equipment. The original street trash obviously had a very low budget, and that has its own charm. This one, of course, you don't want it to be exactly the same because, again, redundancy and just... So this is fresh and new, and that's a good thing. But as far as the newness look of it, it also has something to do with quicker cuts. More films these days, of course, move along quicker because of the cuts. Filmmaker Pete Walker of Frightmare and House of Whipcord fame had discussed this and said that the newer films tend to do that more, whereas the older films, if you want to call 80s older, it's not that far back for me. I'm old. But they had tended to have longer takes and things like that. So the ones now kind of cut. And it's different. It's still fine, but I'm noticing those differences, and that's, gets me to start comparing things a little bit in a more filmic, technical way. F-bombs. This film has 1,000 more F-bombs than the original street trash. Probably more than even Goodfellas, if you can believe that. Now, I'm no prude. I cuss a bit, But it caught me off guard at first when, like, every sentence or third word or something was fuck or fucking. And it kind of makes you go, oh, okay. Some people wouldn't even notice that. And after a while, it just sort of blended in with the dialogue that it just flowed on, and I didn't. But man, a lot of cussing in this movie. Fuck. Okay, so moving on. So, street trash 2024. It's wildly entertaining. It captures the spirit of the original, but will it be remembered as well? Time will tell. I know that people still talking about the original, and the sequel may follow along as well. It's for instance, it's like Alien and Aliens. Sure, people just wow over Aliens, but what do we talk about the most? Alien, the first one. So yeah, the original film is usually always the one. But this one follows in street trash's footsteps in a respectable manner. It's gorific, almost like Peter Jackson brain dead alive level. It's I'll say this, the closest I ever got to doing some actual gore, and it was very real, not practical, were in my past reviews of Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. And House at Elm Lake, or is it House on Elm Lake? Oh well, here's an example. So, get your hands on Street Trash, the new one, as well as the original. This one here. It'd make a fun double feature, and I gotta say, I had a good time. So, thanks to Ryan Kruger for getting this out. And yes, thank you, Frank Farrell, for being a part of the first one, and of course giving us, it's all a good thing. And now it's time for Todd Quality Jaeger's shameless self-promotion. You see, you tune in to hear all about street trash because street trash is so famous. Well, now that I've got you, I can fill you in on a few little things I've been a part of. So you can go out there, check them out, make me more famous or infamous. Well, we've got Toilet Zombie Baby Strikes Back. Be sure to stay after the credits. It's the icing on the cake. I am Sirloin in Psycho Ape 2, The Wrath of Kong. Why, the guy at Horror Homeschool Podcast said it's the best scene in the best film of the year. Pretty proud of that. I am one of many ghostly voices in the forest in Sam Mason Bell's Senseless. It's a very different little film, and that's what I appreciated about it. My short film, This Is How, appears as an extra on Jason Impey's Tortured. And very, very proud to have worked on so many projects with the legendary Domiziano Cristoforo. I'm so honored that he asked me to be a part of his world. For example, winner of Best Feature at the Golden Wheat Film Festival is El Dorado. If you like Alejandro Jodorowsky, you're going to eat this one up. My voice is the character of the worshiper as he speaks and narrates in the film. This is something I will be proud of for the rest of my life. As well as another Best Feature winner, this one in the Andromeda Film Festival, What Have You Done, Daniel? This here says Daniel's Sacrifice, but it's a double feature of American Guinea Pig Sacrifice and the prequel, What Have You Done, Daniel? Hello to Frank LaLaggia. He's in that one. I also was a part of Bloody Sin, the director's cut. And speaking of director's cuts, coming soon, the director's cut of The Transparent Woman. This is the one from 2014. The newer one, you will hear me throughout the entire film. Also, I voiced two characters in For Halloween, a fun anthology, very 80s Italian. There's also coming up Flamentod and Unburied Tales. And the newest one, which I don't have yet, but it's on its way, Fallacies. Oh, there's one more. You ready for it? Rural erections! I always gotta get that one in there. You, my dears, have been watching the Todd Sampler. For without your head, I am Todd Quality Jaeger. Beard. And, of course, gotta do it. Ooh, got a big BMF POC. Big motherfucking piece of cheesecake. Cheesecake, man. Cheesecake, of course. Thank you all for joining me in this wondrous occasion. Todd Quality Jaeger, signing off.
station of decapitation.